YouTube channel. Yes, I did it. I chopped my hair off and I present to you Sasha Fierce. Oh, no, not Sasha Fierce. But yeah, I am presenting to you my alter ego. So I've been wanting to cut my hair and I have not, I was struggling to find a hairstylist who would be able to do the hairstyle that I want, the way that I want it. So yeah, that's why it took me so long. And I decided to actually just cut my hair on the 31st because I cut my hair yesterday. I decided to cut my hair on the 31st. I was like, you know what, let's just, there's no symbol to it, but it's just what I'm just leaving certain things behind, including my hair. So yeah. But anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I hope you'll find a video that you like, and I hope it makes you stay. And if you're an OG, welcome back. Thank you so much for the support. I hope that you will continue to support me right through 2023, and I hope you'll continue watching my videos because watch time is important. Anyway, today my video is going to be a chatty video because I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that I have learned while co-parenting. You don't necessarily need to take my advice, but these are things that I have learned in my co-parenting journey. So I'll just share a couple of things, and yeah, and this video comes before the video that I'll upload of myself and my baby daddy having a Q&A session. So the first thing that I've learned so far is that, number one, open communication is important, right? Open communication is important for the co-parenting relationship to work. You guys have to be able to communicate effectively, right? And for me, or for us, open communication started even after I told Dada Gamahole that I was pregnant, and he decided, oh, but you know what? We need to sit down and have a conversation. And we sat down and we had a conversation. I think that's where I got to be comfortable to share with him my feelings, my thoughts, and everything. So yeah, that's the first thing. Open communication is very important when you have, or when you're working with someone who is willing to co-parent with you. And the second thing is that you need to also understand the fact that you don't own the person, right? And this is a big one for me as well, because it took an incident happening for me to get to a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually don't own this person, and it made it easy for me to navigate this whole thing. As I said on one of my videos, we didn't wake up and we got to this point. It took a lot of navigating, it took a lot of trial and error to get us to where we are today. So when I say you don't own the person, the example of this is that I remember this one time made a big purchase. He basically bought himself a car. And I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't he tell me that he was going to buy a car? And I had to call myself back to order immediately because he doesn't have to. He didn't have to share that information with me, you know. But because I thought I owned him, or I thought we co-parenting, now he has to tell me everything. It turned out he doesn't, or he didn't have to tell me that he bought a car, as long as that the decision to do that didn't affect or does not affect anything that has to do with Umdana. And it didn't, and it does not, you know. So that's where I got to learn, I don't own this person. He's an individual, and he will do whatever it is that he wants to do whenever he wants to do it, and I need to be okay with it, you know. So that's the other thing. And the other thing that I learned, I don't know if it's number 3, or yes, I think it's number 3. The other thing that I learned is that it is important to be on the same page about everything, right? Be on the same page. Like, as people often talk about the fact that couples check in with each other and whatever, I think people need to check in with each other when they're co-parenting. Is the vision still the same? Are we still on the same page? Because if you guys are not on the same page, and you will forget the whole reason why you are doing this co-parenting co-parenting thing. And remember, co-parenting is about the child. It is important for umntwana. So you have to always remember that. So always check in with the child. Like, go back, sit down, and have a conversation. Like, not even if a conversation is serious, it can be a conversation. Nime kitchen, as a drop them down or whatever. You guys have a conversation like, okay, I was still on the same page about and then you get to that point. And then the other thing, and I think this one is a big one. I'm generally someone who doesn't like fighting. I don't fight. I'm not a fighter. My friends know this. If they're a fighter, you must know, but I've gotten to a point where I'm just like, I've had it, but I'm not a fighter. But one of the things I've learned co-parenting relationship is that sometimes you have to be bigger person, right? You have to be bigger person. I know there are people who are going to drag me for this, but I feel like you need to be bigger person when, as the mom, and the dad also needs to be bigger. Yeah, she just said I'm basically a bigger person, because there are times when I need to be bigger person and be like, you know what, Lento doesn't change the price of bread, this is not going to change, or this is not going to change, so let me just be bigger person. Now there are times when I am being difficult where he has to be bigger person. So yeah, I think when you are co-parenting with someone, you need to understand that it is a relationship. So you have to be considerate of the person, and you also sometimes have to be like, you know what, I'm gonna let it slide, because really it's not gonna change. Like, it's not a big deal. Basically, you don't have to fight about everything. You don't have to fight for everything. So for me, it's always been like, I'm going to choose my battles wisely. And if Indoman doesn't affect him, it doesn't affect the way he lives his life, doesn't affect anything, I'm not going to fight you. Trust, I'm not going to fight you. But if it does affect those things, then that's where I would start to fight. So yeah, so basically those are the few things that I have learned on this journey, and I hope that I have managed to help someone. And if you guys have any questions that have to do with anything that if you guys have any questions that have to do with co-parenting, whatever, please write them in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions, please write them in the comment section below. And also, you're more than willing, wow guys, good head, you are more than welcome to share the things that you have learned when on your journey with your co-parent or whatever. Guys, this is a conversation, this is an open conversation where we share things that we have learned when it comes to co-parenting. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you will enjoy this video. Ciao ciao. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and to hit the notification bell.